There's a reason that the 6-inch device, my cell phone that I'm recording this video on, has the ability to make a grown-ass man that's 6'4", 250 pounds, buckle on the knees. For whatever reason, people tend to get scared of creating videos, but it's not the video that typically scares them, it's what they should actually say on video. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you exactly how to script any video, any idea, any topic in 10 minutes or less. My name is Mike Cuevas, and founder of Referral Sweet, and we help small businesses become more referable by creating content. And what we're going to be chatting on this video today is how do you script a video? If you are not handling or doing video marketing within your practice today, your business, whatever it is that you do, well, there's a lot of other people who are. Now, I have yet to see one business who does video consistently and puts those videos on social media not yet be successful with it, literally. And ask yourself the same question. Do you know any business, anyone who is doing video consistently, not being successful on video? Well, the reason for that is because video works. The key is knowing how to script those videos. So what I'm gonna do is break down the elements of a script in a very simple way that's gonna allow you to get started right away. Now, there's a reason why grandfather is always the most popular person around the campfire. It's because grandfather, well, he's an excellent storyteller. Whoa, grandpa. And here's the funny part. You are already probably a very good storyteller because the best storyteller is the one who's good on video. And if you break down the components of what a video script is, I want to take you back to your grade school or college or even high school. And I want you to think about the last time you actually, I don't know, wrote an essay or a book report. You see, the same context, the same way that your teachers taught you at that time to write an essay is essentially the exact same way to script a video, because at the end of the day, every single video is just a story. Let's see what I mean. Stop being in sales and start telling stories. You see, every story has the exact same elements. The very first element to a story is what you call a hook or an attention getter. The very first 7 to 10 seconds of the videos, any videos you create, people will decide whether or not they're gonna watch them based on what they see in those first few seconds. And if you ever notice Grandpa, when he's sitting around the campfire, he usually says, I'm going to tell you a story about the blah, 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 blah. And he really gets us hooked to hear the rest of that story, doesn't he? Well, it's no differently in your videos. If you want people to watch your content, well, you need a good hook. You need to do something within the first 5 to 7 seconds that's going to give them a need or a want or desire to watch the rest of what you have to say. Now, once you make your hook, great, you have their attention. But the next thing you need to do is your introduction, and you need to show what your promise is going to be about what that viewer is going to learn in that video. Your introduction is very simple. I just did one on this video. I made you a promise that said, over the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you exactly how to script any video, any idea, any topic in 10 minutes or less. Now, immediately after making your promise, you're going to go ahead and make your introduction. Hey, my name is Mike Cuevas. Here's what I do for a living, and here's why you should listen to me. And here's what you're going to see in more detail on the rest of this video. That is what you call an intro. So far, we have a hook, and then we have a intro, but the video's not done yet. Now, let's look at the body or the context of the video that you're going to say. I want you to go back to grade school, and I don't care who taught you, who your teacher was, it went something like this.
All right, Mike, well, to tell that story, you're gonna have to give me 3 paragraphs in the body. 3 paragraphs, because if you don't have 3 paragraphs, well, you don't have an essay, and you're gonna get a big fat D.
Well, let's take that exact same concept again of the 3 paragraphs in the essay, and your video should make the 3 points. Pretty simple, right? So let's look at the body point 1. The reason why this is important for you to know is because blank. That's typically going to be the infrastructure or the point of body point 1. Body point 2 is going to be, hey, now that you understand why this is important for you, here's what I would recommend doing with it. Body point 2, check. But then the body point 3 is what I typically like to do is pull a small reference and or case study and bring it back home. Now, you could break down the body of your video into any which way. The point I want to make right now is that if you just structured and say, what are the 3 points or 4 points or 5 that I'm really making in this video, that alone becomes the body. But don't overthink this. It's usually the who, what, when, where, and why of your topic. And once the body's done, well, guess what? We're gonna go into what we would call a conclusion or an outro. And that would be the last part or scene of our video. So let's do a quick review. Attention getter, check. Introduction and promise of what you're gonna learn, check. Body point 1, check. Body point 2, check. Body point 3, check. Conclusion, check. Once you break down the elements of a video, all it is just a story. Once you start telling stories, the whole video scripting part becomes a whole lot easier. If you're struggling with what you could create content on, I want you to go ahead and visit our site, Referral Sweet. We give you the content, the video scripts, the video email, and even direct mail to farm your database so that you can become more referable. If you like what you saw here, also don't forget to hit that bell, subscribe, and check out the rest of the content on our channel or our website. Till then, see you next week.